up everyone, it's your girl Shay here and I'm back with another video for you guys, and this time I have once again 3 topics to discuss with you guys this is I believe episode 3 of Nerd News, and this time I'm not talking about any more regarding Marvel this time all of my topics are anime related, so I hope you guys enjoy them. So of course the first thing I have to talk about is the news that kind of broke the internet yesterday, and that was that Ash Ketchum from Pokemon finally won a Pokemon League after 22 years. Because I believe it was 22 years, but I know it's been a pretty long time since he started out on his Pokemon journey, and he's finally won a league championship. And when I mean this news was everywhere, I mean it was everywhere. I saw it on CNN, I saw it on SportsCenter, I saw everywhere reporting about this, and I was like, I think it's kind of awesome that an animated character made the big times, the big news, because this never would have happened years ago. And I, for one, am very, very excited that this has finally happened. It kind of made my childhood dreams come true, because a lot of us have been rooting for Ash since he first started on his journey to actually win a Pokemon League, and now he wins it, and now that's been fulfilled. But the bad part is now a lot of us are kind of wondering what's next for Ash, and I believe it has been revealed that there is going to be a new season of Pokemon coming out, but that Ash is probably not going to be the protagonist this time, which is kind of sad because it means a part of my childhood is kind of over with at this point, because it's going to be a whole new crew that I have no idea who they are, and I'm so used to Ash, Brock, Misty, and May, and Dawn, and all of them as well. So now I'm like, oh my god, I don't know any of these new people that are going to be in Pokemon. But that's okay. The show's not really for my demographics, so I'm okay with this. But I want to know, are you guys happy about this? I know that yesterday on the podcast that I'm a part of, 2 of the individuals weren't exactly super excited that Ash kind of won. They thought it was kind of anticlimactic or whatever. But I feel like that's okay. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But I do want to know from you guys, were you guys excited when you heard about this? Like I said, I definitely was excited about this. Made my little, 9-year-old heart jump for joy. And I just want to know how you guys feel about it. And of course, like always, whatever you want to say about it, just comment it down below. I like reading your comments. So now for the next topic I actually had is an article I actually found on, I believe it was comic book on CBR.com. I know they have a huge longer title for their actual website, but I can't remember it at the moment. But anyway, I found it on CBR, and it's basically talking about Carol and Tuesday and Cannon Busters and how they're bringing racial diversity to anime. That's pretty much basically the title of the article, and I of course will link the article down below to have you guys read it, because it was a very interesting article to read. And it mostly talked about the fact that these 2 anime, as many of you guys know, do have a lot of racial diversity in it. Cannon Busters has a mostly African American cast completely in the entire show, and Carol and Tuesday has an African American girl as a main character, which isn't, I'm not going to say not unheard of in anime, but it is rather rare. And it did point out several aspects about how it's not exactly the norm or out of character for this to happen, but it is a weird step in the right direction as far as racial diversity is concerned, because a lot of African American anime fans have kind of been wanting this diversity within anime, and now to finally get it is kind of like a breath of fresh air. Now, they did mention that the Japanese have been using or have had racial diversity within their anime, because of course most of the animes do take place in Japan, so a lot of the characters are Japanese, but they have had racial diversity. But it's just the fact that they haven't expanded beyond having Europeans characters within their shows, and they don't really branch out all that often. But one of the great influences that they talk about why this racial diversity seems to be happening more and more is because a lot of Japanese artists are being influenced by Western art, Western culture, and stuff of that matter. So they are racially diversing their characters. And the main reason why I also wanted to talk about this article in particular is because it does shine a really good light on this whole like aspect in general, because I know right now there's a lot going on as far as what I've seen on Twitter is a lot of people freaking out about forced diversity among like fandom. So I know Marvel is another one a lot of people have gotten upset about before. Now anime is another one, because a lot of people for some reason gave Canon Busters a lot of flack, because it was mostly known about the fact that it was mostly African American cast that was in it, and it was actually made by an African American guy who said he's influenced by anime, which is what made him come out with Cannon Busters, and was actually like a joint co-production between Western and Eastern producers. So the reason why, like I said, I want to talk about it is because this is such a hot topic nowadays, and a lot of people, it seems to get kind of upset when you racially diverse characters within shows. And me, myself, like, I personally, obviously, don't have a problem with it. I feel like it's perfectly okay to do this. And I don't feel like any of the racial things happening within anime as well as Marvel are forced. Because to be completely honest, it's hard to force, to me, my personal opinion. The only way to make a change is just to change it. And I feel like no matter what would have happened regarding anime or Marvel or so on and so forth, people would have saw it as forced. But one of the things I think a lot of people don't understand is that if you're not someone who's a minority, you don't get why this can be such a big deal. And the big deal is because of representation and basically wanting other young people to see themselves within their favorite shows. And I know for me, growing up and even now as an adult, when I've watched anime and sometimes when I want to cosplay as characters, sometimes one of the things that has held me back a lot is the race of the characters that I want to portray. And I know a lot of other like African American cosplayers have said they've had issues when they've cosplayed a character and had people say stuff to them because they don't look like the character because of their skin tone. And now to see characters portrayed within the fandom that look like us, it's pretty amazing to see, because that was unheard of for when a lot of us watched anime. You know, for me, when I watched Sailor Moon, there wasn't an African American character that was on there. They do mention in the article Bleach how Bleach had Chad, who is half Mexican. They also obviously they have Yoruichi, and they also have mentioned so many other animes like Fullmetal Alchemist, you know, that had Scar and all those other things such as that, and even Cowboy Bebop, which had an amazing racially diverse, you know, cast of characters among them. And that's why for me, I felt this article was so important, was because it shined a light on it that didn't poke fun at it and didn't make it seem like it was a big deal. Like, it made it seem like it was a big deal, but in a good way, and shine a good light on it, and in a way to make people understand that this racial diversity is nothing new, but it's great to see it happening more and more within the fandom. And I, for one, completely agree, although I know a lot of people are probably not going to agree with me on it. But I feel like it really, you have to step into the shoes of those whom are the minority and are not represented as much within a lot of media, or if they are represented, it's heavily stereotyped, and it can make that race appear in a bad light. And I think that's something a lot of people, you know, have to think about. But overall, I will definitely link this article below, because it is definitely an amazing read, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it. And I also want to know what you guys, or how you guys basically feel about this topic. But on to the third topic, which is a little bit more fun compared to the last one I just discussed. And this one is actually going to be about dating apps. Now, the main reason why I wanted to talk about this one is because originally it was actually an article I saw that talked about dating apps, and I thought they meant like an actual dating app for anime fans. But it's not. They're talking about dating sims. But it really made me think of a great topic among this is like, so many of us, myself included, have played dating sims before, but now I wonder, with the whole like dating apps and all of that going on, I believe I looked up before that there has been an app, a dating app for anime fans. I don't know if anyone's ever used it, but I do wonder, does that work? Are a lot of people into that, and so on and so forth? Because I know for me, before I got with my boyfriend, I've tried dating apps before. I wasn't a huge fan of them because I'm a very scary individual. I didn't like trying to meet anyone on there. And I know that nowadays, I feel like most dating apps for a niche aren't needed as much anymore because of the fact that we have things like Twitter, we have Facebook, we have Instagram because people want to slide into them DMs, and then we obviously have places that aren't meant to be for dating but people use them like that. And for me, the one I'm looking at is mostly Anime Amino, because on Anime Amino I've always seen so many people talk about they've gotten hit on there, that people want to ask them for their phone numbers and so on and so forth. And I'm like, that app's not there for that particular reason. Like, if you want to talk to someone, go ahead, but if you're trying to just look for a date, it's not where you do that. But I do wonder if dating apps for anime fans are even needed, or do anime fans kind of just, I don't know, just meet up online through Twitter or through Facebook or through Instagram or through YouTube or however it goes. And I do know, I feel like a lot of conventions have done like speed dating, and I do know a few people that have had some success with that. I myself never tried it, but I have seen people that have had some success with that. So that's what I want to know. Would you guys ever like download or use an app specifically for like anime fans, or just, I'm gonna just say just for nerds in general, just for all fandoms? Because I feel like you don't need to have 4 different apps for 4 different types of fandoms. I feel like many of us enjoy different fandoms. We're not just a part of anime, we're a part of other fandoms as well. And so I feel like, would you guys ever download an app that's for like people who are a part of nerdy stuff? I put nerdy in quotation marks because I feel like everyone nowadays wants to say they're a nerd. But anyway, those are the 3 topics that I've thought of for today. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Of course, leave your comments down below for any of the topics that I've discussed. I look forward to reading you guys' opinions. I will have the article for the Carol and Tuesday and Cannon Busters link down below. So please, of course, definitely read it. Definitely check it out. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoy that read. And I will see you guys on Saturday with a new video. Hopefully it is a review. I've been trying to get to watch Carol on Tuesday, but things have been very busy at work and at home. So we'll see what happens. If not, I will have a discussion topic for you guys. But that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, I will leave links down below on my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, my blog as well. And of course, like always, please give this video a thumbs up. And please subscribe. I know a lot of you guys watch my videos, you're not yet subscribed yet, and I know you guys want to, so just click that subscribe button, and of course click the bell so you can turn on post notifications to know when I post new videos, which are every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So that's all I have for you guys. Like I always tell you guys, stay positive and be nerdy, and I will see you guys soon. All right, you guys. Bye.